Now that you know how to talk in a good way and you're familiar with scripts, it's time to kick things up a notch by doing the easiest form of acting there is: voiceover acting. Voiceover acting is mainly used for narration, cartoon dialogue, or to dub foreign films. It's great if you'd like to expand your acting resume, if you're a little camera shy, or if you're not camera friendly, which, let's be honest, is probably most of you. Fun fact, I've done plenty of voiceover work myself throughout my extensive acting career, including the commercial Granny Slammers, the pill that makes grandma pass out, guaranteed to last for at least 12 hours or your money back. I've also done voiceover work for the children's animated film Flippy the Aggressive Dolphin, where I voiced the character Fishy Steve, who is 50% human, 50% fish, and 100% fugitive war criminal. As for foreign educational films, I've also done work for the Korean government doing English translations for educational films. I don't remember which Korea exactly, but I'm pretty sure it was East Korea, in case anyone would like to check those out. Like I said before, voiceover acting is the easiest form of acting there is. All you have to do is read your lines into a microphone and that's it. You're done. Anyway, let's move on to the review. I'm told today's feature is an animated film, which goes along with today's acting tip. Keep in mind the techniques I've taught you when you ultimately decide to rent this movie from my Videorama, and maybe you'll hear for yourself all the wonderful techniques on voiceover acting. It's done. It's finally done. I finally finished inventorying all the movies here at the Videorama. As long as I can keep putting them in as soon as Hollywood Nick orders them, I can stay on top of our collection from now on. I've been working so hard, I've not had a day off in months, so I'm excited to use one of my 3 vacation days for the year. I think I might take off Christmas. Anyway, enough about me. I see you're interested in watching Wizards. Here's what you need to know about the movie. This film stars Bob Holt as Avatar, Jesse Wells as Eleanor, Richard Romanus as Weehawk, David Proval as Peace, Steve Gravers as Black Wolf, Susan Tyrell as the narrator, and was written and directed by Ralph Bakshi. In a very distant, post-apocalyptic future, full of mythical creatures and powerful magic, the evil Black Wolf aims to bring things back to the old ways of technology and war. It's up to his twin brother, the wizard Avatar, and his brave companions to stop Black Wolf and bring peace to the land once again. There are some scenes that are just a little too drawn out, and jokes that just don't hold up very well or simply fall flat. The story has a lot of elements of a children's tale, such as mythical creatures, many of which are cute and adorable. But the film also includes a lot of adult imagery, with its inclusion of topless women and violence scattered heavily throughout the film. Hell, one of the main characters has some pretty prominent nips showing through her scanty outfit throughout the entire movie. I mean, I'm not necessarily saying that's a bad thing, but it definitely makes it hard to pinpoint who this movie was actually made for. The film was created by Ralph Bakshi and was made somewhere between 2 of his other popular animated titles, the adult-oriented Fritz the Cat and the family-friendly movie Lord of the Rings. And it definitely feels like a bridge between the audiences of both movies. I think I would have enjoyed the film better if it was either more G-rated or more R-rated, because right now it's stuck somewhere between the two in some sort of who is my audience limbo. My last complaint is more of a personal opinion, but I wish Mark Hamill had more of a voice role in the film. Of course, this was made before he was famous for playing Luke Skywalker in Star Wars, or for voicing the Joker in like every animated Batman project since the 90s, so I understand why they didn't utilize him better. It's just a bummer that he wasn't better known when this movie came out. I think if it was made like maybe 10 years later, then he might have had a larger role. The animation is definitely the strongest element of this film. The movie includes a lot of experimental mixed animation styles, which helps give it a weird, surrealistic vibe and matches the dreamlike, futuristic world our characters live in. And it also makes you wonder if the creators were tripping on acid when they made this thing. Some of the evil mutants in this film are drawn or animated in ways that make them look like the stuff of nightmares. This, paired with the wonderfully created backdrops, helps boost the ominous feel of the mutant army. The evil villain, Black Wolf, is also drawn in a way that makes him super creepy. The character doesn't even have meat on his arms. How scary is that? Even though the animation in this movie is so strong, I think my personal favorite part of the movie is actually the narrated still imagery that explains the backstory of the world that the characters live in. These images are drawn in yet another style as the animation, which in many instances contains much more detail in the artwork. Susan Tyrrell does the narration that accompanies this imagery, and her voice is so soothing and gentle, you almost feel like you're a child being told a bedtime story. And another one of my favorite parts of the film is actually the ending of the battle between Avatar and Black Wolf. Let's just say that it's extremely unexpected. There's a scene where one of Black Wolf's soldiers is crying out, "They killed Fritz!" This is a reference to Bakshi's previous film, Fritz the Cat, and was brought about by the character Fritz the Cat being killed in his comic series prior to Wizard's release. Some of the mutant animation was created by rotoscoping footage from other films, such as Patton, El Cid, Battle of the Bulge, Zulu, and Alexander Nevsky. The voice of Avatar was modeled after actor Peter Falk, who you may know from the series Columbo. I honestly thought that the voice sounded more like George Carlin, though. Wizards. Is it a timeless classic or a dated, not classic? You decide. Stop on by Hollywood Nick's Videorama today and pick up a copy to see for yourself. Until next... Hold on a second. I almost forgot. Hollywood Nick wants me to read something. Let me see here. Where is it at? Hollywood Nick says, be sure to like and subscribe to Super Media World on YouTube and Facebook for updates. All new subscribers receive a 2% discount on rentals at Hollywood Nick's Videorama when they spend $50 or more during their visit. Discount lasts up to 3 days after initial subscription date. See you next time.